Do you ever just want a recipe that you could put together in 5 minutes? It tastes like $1,000,000. Well, this is it. It's Millionaire Pie. This has cream cheese. And I'm going to put the whole 8 ounces in there today. You know what? The recipe calls for 4 ounces. Well, today, since we're using all this sugar, we're going to use the whole thing. All right? We're going to use Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk. Yum. We're going to toast a little coconut. We're going to use some pineapple that's drained and some cherries. We got some cinnamon. Actually, we didn't use cinnamon, but you can. Graham cracker crust. You can use cinnamon graham crackers or regular. We used regular. And you're just going to add a 1/3 cup of milk. I mean, a 1/3 cup of butter, not milk. 1/3 cup of butter and a 1/4 cup of sugar. And you're going to mix that up and get it in your pie plate real quick. And I'm just going to zap it in the microwave because it works. Then I'm going to put it in the freezer. And we're going to have a graham cracker crust just like that. Oh, we used this bowl. This was my bowl for my filling. Means I got to get out another one. So it takes a minute to kind of push that all together. And of course, you can use a store-bought one, but it ain't near as thick and delicious as one that you make at home. With that good old butter in there. A graham cracker is good by itself. So you can use a cinnamon graham cracker, and it's really good too. So however you want to do it. And you can make a mess like I'm making too. It'll be perfectly fine. I don't even know that I need this much. That's a lot, ain't it? That was 2 sleeves of graham crackers.
Think it needs more butter?
Nah. When it gets warm in the microwave, it'll be fine. With that sugar in there. So you're just going to press it into your pie crust. We just did this with a vanilla wafer crust a few days ago. Remember, and y'all, we ate every bite of that pie. So I can't wait to dig into this one. And you know what? My bananas did not turn. I had them in the refrigerator for 5 days. I told you about Granny's trick with bananas. And buddy, it works. Yeah, that don't look like it's sticking together, but we're going to pretend that it is. We're going to pretend that it's working. I don't think I had enough butter. I think that would need 3/4 cup. Okay, this gets zapped for 1 minute. Or was it? I can't remember. It's only been a day and I can't even remember how long I zapped it for. I think I zapped it for a minute. Okay, so with that done, we're going to try to cut it tonight. And if it scoops out and it's not like a piece of pie, who cares? It's going to be delicious. Right? Because I want y'all to see it tonight. All right, let's get over here. We got some chicken broth. I got to pour up. I got my jars over here ready to pour it up in. We boiled the chicken today. And boy, do I have a lot of broth. So I am going to take advantage of that and get that in some jars and get it in the refrigerator and make something good with it. And Chris says it's about to cool off a little bit, the weather. Can you talk, Chris? Say something about the weather. I haven't looked at it.
It's supposed to cool off.
1/2 cup of coconut. Now, Chris, you could be better than that.
Well,
He's being funny. Funny, funny, ha ha.
plus I don't know if they can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me.
All right, y'all. This has been in there a minute. I'm going to press it down one more time. And then we're going to get started on our filling. Now, it's warm because it's been in there. So I'm going to just do it this way. And I do this as a shortcut instead of baking it. I mean, why not? You're not really baking it anyway. I mean, you know what I mean? You're just really warming it up so that butter and sugar kind of gets warmed up when you put it in the oven at 350 for however many minutes. So if you just want to stick it in the microwave, if you've got a powerful microwave, you got to be careful or it'll get hard as a rock. So you don't want to overdo it. You really just want to warm it up good. That's perfect. We're going to put that in the freezer and then we're going to fill it up in a minute.
Okay, I'm going to assume Tammy they can't.
Why? Because nobody's saying anything. Okay. If anybody can hear Chris talking, will you please let us know? Because we don't really know if he can talk with these new microphones or not, if y'all can hear him. Now, I do know he needs to speak up, but do a test speak, Chris.
It says barely, so.
Barely.
There's no reason.
So, yes, you can talk. Chris refuses to talk loud. He's always been that way. But honey, I am very loud. I should have been a cheerleader. I wasn't. I wasn't even popular. I didn't have any friends in high school. Can you believe that? But that's all right. All right. Let's get this started. I had tons of friends in elementary, though. All right. 8 ounces of cream cheese. I think the reason I wasn't popular in high school was Mom and Daddy didn't let us go nowhere. So it was kind of hard to have friends when you couldn't go nowhere. All right, there's 8 ounces of cream cheese. I'm using 8 ounces because I want to. It says a half can of sweetened condensed milk. I'll go ahead and use just a half can of this. But that cream cheese will keep it from being quite as sweet too, since I'm adding extra. You're going to use pineapple, and you're going to drain it. And you really need to strain it good. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to press it down in there.
Coconut's about to smoke.
Oh, I forgot about my coconut, Chris. Crap, I burned it. Pooh. Start over. Rover. Y'all, I completely forgot I had coconut over there. You know what? This thing is so hot, it might toast it just sitting in it. We're going to see before I put it back over there. All I need is a half a cup. Let's let that sit there for a minute. Okay. We're going to strain this pineapple. Now, you can toast your coconut in the air fryer, you can toast it in the oven, or you can toast it in a skillet on the stove. You're supposed to toast it slow. And I had it turned way up. I thought Chris went behind me and turned it down. I really did. I thought I seen you go by there and turn it down. You must have just checked on it.
No, I knew it was too high.
Oh. He said he knew it was too high.
You get to see it.
See, it's already toasting this a little bit. It got so hot over there. All you need is a little bit of toasting, and it makes all the difference in the world in the flavor. It's a flavor bomb. Okay, this is so easy. And now all I gotta do is chop up some cherries, which I just love cherries. So let's mix this up. I think I'll go ahead, well, no. So I used the whole block of cream cheese because I like it. It also calls for Cool Whip, and I didn't get that out. Woo-hoo-hoo. I have some. Y'all, I have been on a kick with Caesar salad. I mean, I've been eating Caesar salad since I bought all those dressings. I have been eating Caesar salad like 4 and 5 times a week, and I'm not exaggerating. And every time I open the refrigerator and I see that lettuce, it's like my body just wants another one. I just love it. It is so good. I'm going to have to heat it back up. It is so good, y'all. And I did find another dressing I liked, and that is, we're going to put in a little Cool Whip. It says an 8-ounce can. I'm not going to quite put in 8 ounces. I'm going to put in like a cup and a half or so because I have all that cream cheese in there. And you don't want to put your pineapple in until you just can fold it in at the end, because the pineapple is supposed to be strained really well, and I don't want to use the mixer to beat it up because it'll make it runny. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So everything else is just going to get folded in. Tastes like Eagle brand milk. Yummy. All right. See how this looks, y'all. It's not doing nothing yet. All right, so let's fold in the rest of our stuff. This is kind of like the pie we made the other day, but not really. It has cream cheese, which mine don't. The other one don't. It has Eagle brand milk, which the other one didn't. So this is a completely different pie. But it does have cherries and pineapple. I got to grab some cherries. And we're just going to chop up a few. Woo! Tell me what y'all are up to today. It's hot here today. We wound up having hot weather today. And the girls came swimming. Amy brought a friend over. And they went swimming and they got cold. Because the water has cooled down. Chris told me the other day that the water had cooled down. Oh, and guess what, y'all? I'm just going to chop up some cherries to go in here. And I could have done this before y'all came on, but what fun would that be if I was only on here for 5 minutes? You know, if you got all this laid out and ready, it only takes 5 minutes.
Don't forget about your coconut.
And we got to remember our coconut. And anyway, I was going to tell y'all that we have baby chickens. Well, yesterday, one of them got picked up by a hawk. Right when Chris was going out there, it's got a little bit left. Right when Chris was going out there to put them up for bed, a hawk had picked up the biggest one and he dropped it, and he had already killed it. So we lost one of our babies yesterday. And y'all, guess what? Let me see them. We thought we lost 2. Chris came in and he said he got one of the bigger ones and the yellow one. And the yellow is my little olive ladies. And I said, oh, and we were so sad. And Chris was sad. Well, he got up today to go let the chickens out, and that little yellow one showed up. Woo, I was so glad. She just appeared and decided. Chris said she must have been hiding. Come on over here, y'all, and see my coconut. Now, you can do this, like I said, in the air fryer. You can do this in the oven. But it sure is easy to do it on the stovetop. And just turn it down low. See that low flame? And don't try to cook it on high.
Yep.
Or it'll wind up like this. You know, instead of like this. You just want it just toasty. And y'all, there's nothing better than toasted coconut. Oh, it's so good. Do you know that I make a toasted, I'm going to take it off because it's going to still be hot when it's sitting over here. I make a toasted, not a toasted, I make a coconut macaroon cookie. Oh, it is so good. It's in the cookbook. And y'all, we're just going to fold this in. Oh, let's throw in some pecans. And that coconut macaroon cookie is just to die for. When they come out of the oven, you can't hardly help but eat all of them. They're chewy on the inside. Now, my coconut macaroon cookies are not full of sweetened condensed milk or anything like that. They are mostly egg whites, okay? And they are light and airy and absolutely dreamy. If you've never had them, you should give them a try. All right, we're going to fold this up. Don't that look dreamy? Pineapple coconut dream pie. That's what it should be called. So Chris is going to show y'all the recipe. The only thing I did is put more cream cheese in it, which how in the world could that hurt anything? It couldn't. Now I put the coconut on the top, and that way it don't get soggy. Chris knows what words I want to use. Now we're just going to get our crust we made. Look at there, look at there. It looks like a bird's nest. And we're going to put this in here. So mine is a little creamier. I used a little less Cool Whip and a little more cream cheese. And I bet it's good. What you want to bet? It's good. These cherries are not bright red cherries. They don't have a lot of red dye in them. They're made by Mazzetti. I need to look and see where they're out of. Yummy, that's good. Yummy, 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 that's good. Says Napa Valley, California. Jeff Mazzetta family since 1935. So the good thing is that they don't use a lot of red dye because these cherries are not bright red like you would think they would be, like most of them are when you buy them. See how pretty they are? They're pretty. So anyway, y'all, I didn't save much Cool Whip for the top, and I don't want to open a new one for y'all just to do this. So what we're going to do is just put a little bit around the edges. Just for funsies. Then we're going to cut us a piece. Y'all let us know what you're up to today. And praising the Lord that our little yellow chicken was hiding. I guess when that hawk showed up, she ran up under the building or something. Do you even know where she might have been, Chris?
I don't know, but I had a cover up over the chicks, and the hawk went under the cover, somehow found them, but they're not going to hear me.
I'm trying to get close so they can hear with my microphone.
And there were two chicks that had gotten out of their little part and were in where the big chickens were. And I looked and looked for that yellow chicken everywhere. I looked under the little building. I just looked everywhere I thought she could hide, but apparently she was really hid.
So he found her this morning. She was out running around where the big chickens are.
She stayed out all night.
By herself.
By herself in the wilderness.
She stayed out all by herself. Y'all, you know she was scared. I said, Lord, that chicken had to grow up and become a grown-up overnight because of all the stress she was under. She became a grown-up.
She'll be laying eggs tomorrow.
So you can make it pretty, y'all. If you want to. Then you're going to take your toasted coconut and put it on the top. And don't y'all want a bite? Who wants a bite? Raise your hand. Pretty and easy. And me and Chris are having chicken nachos for supper because we boiled a chicken today. Yummy. All right, let's cut us a piece. And y'all understand this is not going to cut pretty, but that's all right. It needs to be refrigerated overnight, really. But I want to show y'all something. I've been wanting to show y'all this, and I'm going to show y'all this. These Kirkland gallon-sized bags, I have never had gallon-sized bags that a real 9-inch pie plate would slide into, ever. Now, the store-bought pie plates, the store-bought pie tins, always slide in the gallon bags. But these Kirkland brand gallon bags are large enough that you can make your pecan pies in a glass dish this year, or sweet potato or whatever, and slide them right in to this gallon-sized bag. Me and Chris kept my other pie, I called it the Mile High Pie. That's what I've decided to call mine. We slid it in one of these bags and kept it in the refrigerator. So this Christmas, if you like to make your pies in glass dishes like I do with the store-bought pie crusts instead of the frozen kind, buy you some Kirkland gallon-sized bags at, where was this at?
I have no idea.
This is at Costco. What did I say?
I don't know where we go.
It was Costco. Go to Costco, or if you know somebody that has a thing, get you some gallon bags, and you'll be able to slide your pies right in them. And they're so nice, you can just slide them right in there and put them in the freezer even. I love to freeze pies.
Left out your lemon juice.
Oh, don't matter. It don't matter. It's supposed to have a little lemon juice, y'all. Y'all want me to squeeze a little lemon on it? Why? It won't take 2 seconds. I think I have a lemon. I think I do. We'll do it. We'll just put a few drops on it. Just for y'all. Just squeeze a little bit. Get a skewer. Stick it into the lemon. And just put a few drops on it. It'll be good. There you go. There's your lemon juice. Ta-da! That was easy. All right, let's cut us a piece. Are y'all ready? Cut a piece of pie. Yeah, after this stays cold overnight in the refrigerator, it'll cut real pretty. Y'all, and those coconut bars, oatmeal bars we made, you know, that wanted to fall apart right after I made them. Oh my gosh, they were so good. Me and Chris has ate every one of them, pretty much.
And they stayed together.
And they stayed together. And that crust is going to stay together. It's just, right now it's a little folly party. But my goodness, we just put it together. That's a shortcut pie. So if you want to zap your homemade crusts, the vanilla wafer crusts, the graham cracker crust, the cinnamon cracker crust, whatever you're making, you can. And here we go. Giving it a try. See, I think it's better with the extra cream cheese. And let me say this, you can still taste that Eagle brand milk because it's so strong. The flavor of Eagle brand milk is like really over the top. So you can really taste that. You don't need the whole can. So if you want to go ahead and throw that whole block of cream cheese in there, if you're like me and you love it, throw it in there. If you're not, if you don't want to, don't. It calls for 4 ounces. All right. We hope you've enjoyed watching us make this wonderful. It is delicious. Me and Chris will probably eat every bite of this one too. Millionaire Pie. It looks incredible, don't it? With that toasted coconut and cherries. And whew, it's good, y'all. We hope you come back and see us. And we thank you so much for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like our mamas did. And y'all get on that website and buy a cookbook. Bye, y'all. Love ya.